It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Go!
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slant. Watch the slant. 48. 48's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
31. Cycle. You want this. 31's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4.
22. Blaster. 6.
Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down.
Bond going to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Come on, fellas.
Ready. Yellow. 43. Red. Cycle.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Off the play fake, Bond. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right.
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Mond's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Striker. 3. 4. Steal. Black.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mond. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
31's the mic.
Spike. White.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 31's the mic. I got him.
On first down, here's Mond. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You got tight right there. Wide. Get wide.
Drill green.
Check it hot read.
Ready. Go.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, here's Breida. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Set. 33. Yellow.
34. Mike 34. 1, 2, 3. Kill.
Now a give to Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. Black 40.
Hey, eat. Let's go, defense.
Sad.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
5 down. Stand.
Shovel. 38. Smash. Ready. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
Man left. 4 down, 4.
Go red.
Check. Watch 42. He's coming off the edge. Watch him off the edge. 31's the mark.
Bond looks to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
31's the mic. You must
Slice, 97.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. First and 10 right at the 20. Bond out of the shotgun. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Yellow, go.
3 down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Tight end right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Spike, 60.
Watch twist.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll give Henry another shot, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Blue, go.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise...
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Diablos have moved out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Be a long day for you. Mike.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Come to my world.
Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Set. 52 blue. Blaster. 6.
We got 4. We got 4.
Set. Go. Set. Go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the
Yellow. Zoom. Needle blue. Let's go. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Runs through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action here on first down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Set hut, blue 32.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
White.
3 down.
Hey, green.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Hut, go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the set.
55. Check. 55. Mike. I'm trying.
22 needle.
He's
Hut, set, go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Huskies have retaken the lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Ready.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down.
Zoom black. Smash red.
Man moving. You got to get that.
Bond looks to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Get out of here, man.
Black ultra. Rail.
Motion. Bump, bump, bump.
Down Bond. Flush to his right. He's going to look downfield for Henry.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Here's Mon. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Diablos have yet again retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They'll try and throw for it here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Breida. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Hey, look. Red. We're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. I got you, punk.
Blaster, 6.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. A check down here for Henry. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Striker, 3-3.
Too fast, baby.
Red, cycle.
48. 48's the mic. Come on, D. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
48.
Beetle blue.
Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, alert 48. Alert.
Ready.
They'll look to throw.
We own them.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Playing hard.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Kill.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Hey, blue.
Motion.
On second down at 4, Mond. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Drill green.
Back to throw now on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Ready up.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
Slice. 97.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Go red.
Hey, let's get this. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
49.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Set. Ready. Black. 95.
Watch the pass.
Smash. Red.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. I got one. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
They're going to look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
We got three. Three down.
Black ultra.
I got him. 31's the mic. Ricky. 31's the mic. Defense.
Yellow. Go.
Baby.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. 31's the mic. Switch up.
6. Mega.
31's the
Ready. Go.
Here's Mond. They're going for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Ready.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Red. Claws. 10.
there all day, baby.
Rail. Yellow. Ready. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Okay. Break.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Green Jacks.
Now it's Breida, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. This for the lead in the final stages. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Come on.
Fury, yellow.
49's the mic.
Blue, go.
Army, Army. Army, Army. Mike's 49.
Slice blue.
9.
He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
What we got?
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go, set.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is,